of our 2017 inductees is Jimmy Boyer, gone way too quick, as they say. And I wanted to thank Turtle for being here, and Turtle and Carmen VanDemarr, also Bingo Richey and Lewi Longmire and Lil Susan, who will all speak to what Jimmy Boyer left us with. Gone too soon is the thought that comes to mind. Bingo?
I think that Jim was here for the time that he felt comfortable, and I miss him every day, but I think he checked out appropriately for himself.
An integral part of our music community, Freak Mountain Ramblers. Is there a better name for a group, Turtle?
I don't know, I suppose the Rolling Stones. I don't know.
That's a good one.
I forget where we got that name from. I think it was Dave's child, Dave and Billy Kennedy, or at least I heard.
It was a Billy Kay thing.
Yeah.
Lewi Longmire, how do you fit into all this with Jimmy Boyer?
I was a regular collaborator with him and played guitar with him in several versions of his own bands that were not the Freak Mountain Ramblers, and spent a lot of time with him, had a lot of adventures, loved him as a man, loved his music, loved the way he went about holding himself with a certain kind of honor. You know what I mean? And just I'm just here to honor the man and make sure that he's never forgotten, and that he's introduced to people who didn't get a chance to know him while he was here, because he left quite a legacy.
What made Jimmy Boyer such a standout, vocally, his playing, his writing, Freak Mountain Ramblers just among them, such an integral part of the Laurel Thirst folk scene?
What Jimmy's music was, and how I think he evolved. I mean, the spirit of his music was country blues in a lot of ways, but he's also influenced by a lot of psychedelic music. Pink Floyd, the Byrds, the Holy Modal Rounders were a big influence on him. Michael Hurley's music, and he was able to pick up on the real essence of all of those styles and bring it into one thing. And he played each with earnestness. It wasn't like he was putting on any kind of airs with it, So he brought a lot of things together that, it seems natural now, but in retrospect, it's kind of a genius move. As far as his lyrics and stuff go, he had a healthy dose of cynicism, but it wasn't with contempt. It was with a real compassion for the underdog, and there was an irreverence to things, but also at the same time a real sense of respect and compassion for people, and I think that's what made him a standout. I mean, he got the spotlight a lot, but he made sure that it was everybody's party and that everybody felt welcome and a part of it.
Jimmy was influenced by a lot of the same things that I was, and we were alike in other ways, which I won't go into now because I'm saving it for the book, yes.
And one of the things about Jimmy that was for certain was that he took the concept of standing on a stage in front of people very seriously, for a guy who lived life with such a sort of ease about him a lot of the time, and was into just loose times and didn't like things too formal or whatever. Like when he had a show going on, he could be incredibly professional with his outlook on it. Like if there was a show that started at 6 o'clock, he started at 6 o'clock. The band did not linger around.
I would like to add something about Jim. He, among a lot of other great Portland musicians, played more benefit concerts than he played as many as anybody. We play a tremendous amount of benefit concerts because we believe in our community and we want to help, and we put it together. If we're not the ones organizing it, we show up to play to get people to come and help people out that are in help, that are in need. Jimmy never had running water in his house. He never had a toilet. You know what I mean? And he was always looking out for other people, and would give the shirt off his back and would give the last dollar in his pocket to any wino on the street. And he was a real true-hearted dude that would go out of his way to make anybody feel special that needed it. And that's a beautiful fucking gift, man. It really is, you know.
Happy birthday, Sid.